What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know we get it in. But before we get it in, let's get to the intro, brother, because it's Superwood time. Are you ready? Well, I skinned that. That's mighty white of you. Welcome back, and before we get to the Wood story, man, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking, and I highly appreciate all the support. You're very welcome, brothers. Right? Hey, here's another Roach story, right? So, I don't know if you guys have been watching Superwoods, but you should know by now that Roach, albeit swastikas, 23s, the letters, brother, all that, methamphetamine, lawnmowers, fucking aggressively using roach spray, all that, right, doesn't mean shit when it comes to his old lady, because his old lady is a sister, right? His old lady is as sister as you can get. She's such a sister. She's from Richmond, California. Now, if you know about Richmond, California, you know that's slightly, and I mean fucking slightly less dangerous than Oakland, only on Sundays. Every other day, they get down, right? So I'd been kicking it with Roach, man. His nephew had come down from Arkansas. I did it about his Edgar nephew, right? His weird nephew. He had come down, so he'd been staying with Roach for a while. So I'd been running and gunning and showing him around Merced, showing him around Modesto, taking him to taco trucks. He was like, bro, these are disgusting. What kind of tacos are these? I was like, they're pig's feet. I was fucking with him. He was like, bro, dude, I'm like used to eating Salisbury steak. I said, yeah, well, fucking grab one of those, chop it up, throw in a fucking tortilla there. You got a Salisbury steak taco. Do they got mild salsa? I'm sure they do. Not at this taco truck. Over here, it's just fucking hot and more hot and even fucking hotter than hot. So anyways, I was taking him around fucking the Central Valley, burning his mouth. And we'd been kicking in. We'd go to Roach. And Roach, like, he's like, brother, I need you, brother. I really fucking need you. I need you in the worst way. I was like, why? See, this little motherfucker, all he wants to do is sleep all day and stay up all night. I said, for reals? Yeah, I think he's off that shit, which I don't condone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be his role model here, but I haven't slept like in 8 days. So at this point, you know, I don't think I'm doing, my parenting skills ain't up to par. So well, you're not his fucking dad, you're his uncle. Yeah, I know, but in the white way, we have to, you know, embrace these children as our own. So do me a favor, can you babysit them? I'm like, shit, I've been taking them everywhere. Brother, take them to the mall and buy him a Dickie shirt or something. I don't know, make him into a Norteño. I don't give a fuck what you have to do. Please, I'm trying to get my dicks up by Featherwood, get him out of my house. So anyways, we'd have been kicking it, whatever. And I remember when I first took him to Roach's old lady's house, Roach was like, hey, brother, my fucking old lady's been calling me off the hook. Something about some plans to go to some fucking barbecue in Richmond. I was like, Richmond? I didn't know she was from Richmond at this point. I thought she was from Merced, right? I should have known by her accent, her dialect. You know, every time we walked in the house, she'd be like, what the fuck you went? You know, I should have known that's Richmond shit. But I didn't. I didn't put two and two together. I thought Valley should have been Bay. Anyways, he's like, yeah, I got her. She's off the hook, brother. We might have to slide by there. So I'm like, all right. So his nephew's like, can I come? He's like, why the fuck not? Shit, I can't get rid of this little motherfucker. He's like a cockroaches in your Tia's house. They just stay there. I'm saying, yeah, that's pretty much what they do. Anyways, come on, let's go. So we go to his old lady's house. Now, me and his old lady, we hit it off. We're cool as fuck. She's the coolest chick. She reminds me of that chick that came out with Dusty Rhodes back in the days. I forget what her name was. She was a big fat black chick, right? That's what she reminded me of. She was hella cool. Like, hey, she cooked bomb food. Like, I love pickle pig's feet. Obviously, fucking Roach's nephew didn't, right? So it was what it was. So the first time I took him over there, Roach's nephew was baffled. He was like, oh, meet your Tia. That's what Roach told him. Meet your Tia. He was like, I don't even know what that Tia means. He was like, that means auntie or aunt, but this is a black household, so it's auntie. It's not aunt, it's aunt. I don't know why the fuck they use that dialect, but it must be some Aboriginal bullshit, right? So we get there, and that was his first time, his first experience. He got with the program. He met Roach's sons. Roach had a son about his age. It was all good. He was like, this is my cousin. Dude had cornrows and was like, motherfucker, come on, white boy. And I was like, oh, shit. So anyways, this day, Roach was like, we got to go over there. I don't know. She was fucking calling me about some bullshit. So we slide to her house. And she's in the most festive, happy mood. She was always a happy chick until she seen Roach. Like she loved Roach, would kill for him, but he just pissed her off. We walked in the house. He's like, babe, I'm home. Right? Don't tell any of the white men that I said that. That's for content purposes. And as we walk in, right, she's like, hey, she bypasses him, gives me a hug. I ain't gonna lie. She had one of those big old butts that connected to the back of her neck. No, nothing like Chito Ranas' back, right? Her shit was butt from ankle to neck, just bloom, right? So I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hello, right? I gotta get the little hello, cello. And Roach is like, hey, don't be getting a little too touchy-feely there. What about me, babe? She's like, fuck you, you lost another tooth. He's like, no, I didn't. I lost them all at the same time. I promise I'm gonna get dentures. I just can't afford it. My Medi-Cal is fucked up, right? She's like, whatever. He's like, you got anything to eat? She's like, yeah, I made some jambalaya and some shit. I don't like jambalaya, but you got some mild house sauce. I'll fuck it up right now. I haven't ate for like 8 days. Tell her, right? I'm like, yeah, Roach. She's like, yeah, I know Roach. So we kick back. We're eating. She made some bomb ass jambalaya. Like this is like when you think stereotypical black household, this is what it is. Jesus is black on the wall, right? BET is playing. I'm saying, I ain't even gonna lie. As I walked by, I could have swore I seen that chick Roxy bending over on the TV, and her son was like this. Okay, the little white dude, he's already getting his shit braided as soon as we got there. So we walk by, we go sit at the table, we're eating. It's adult time, right? All the youngsters, they're just doing their thing. Go outside and play basketball or something. I don't know. It is what it is. And as we're go watch Cartoon Fight 3. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie. Go trip out on YouTube. So as we're sitting there, Roach is like, yeah, so what the fuck is so fucking hectic that you have to call me at my mom's house? You know, my mom doesn't like you. You know, I told her that we're just good friends, and she was mad at that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, she was like, I'm getting tired of your mom not seeing these damn kids. Every once in a while, I need a break. He's like, hold up. That's not what we signed up for, breaks and all that shit. See, that's what's wrong with you black people. You guys don't want to work. You always want breaks, right? She's like, fuck you. He was like, yeah, that's what we did. And we ended up with that motherfucker right there. You know, Mr. B.E.T. himself, right? And these little motherfuckers, I don't even know if they're mine. That one has blue eyes. And I could tell that she's destined to lose all her fucking teeth by the age of 14. So I'm sitting there listening to the way he talks to his old lady, and they're hugging on each other and kissing on each other. She's like, I like you crazy old white man. He's like, I know you do. It's because my dick is long and skinny. And, you know, I could hit every crevice. That's a mountain to climb, brother. That is a fucking mountain to climb, dude. Right? Anyways, so what's up? And I'm sitting there like, why am I even here? You know what I'm saying? Am I just a ride, or am I here for moral support? Because they're about to go in the room and wreck it and make another fucking mixed breed baby. This is what they do, right? They argue, and then fuck. Period. Sometimes not even in that order. Sometimes it's reverse. You know what I'm saying? Hey, ride this cowboy. Come on, Wood. She's not a feather, Wood, but she'll work. I'm like, bro, you got some type of complex, bro. You do this shit because it's like you're taking advantage. No, brother, I ain't into that. I'm really in love. I'm fucking in love, brother. I really am. I'm in love with meth. I'm in love with car parts. And then my children, and then my lady. So, yeah, that's just pretty much how it goes. That's my timeline, right? So as we're kicking it, she was like, we need to go to Richmond this weekend. My family, they're having they were baptizing this baby. And they were kicking. I was like, black people baptize babies? I'm not being racial. I just didn't know. She's like, yeah, we grew up, half my family's Baptist, the other half is Catholic. And I was like, damn, that's some new shit I didn't know. Because I've been to watch hella Godfather movies, and I ain't never seen a black dude at the baptismal. Fuck it, I want to see what that'd be like. She's like, you want to come? I really didn't want to, but at the same time, I was intrigued. Now, let me forewarn you, the Bay Area, it's different. Richmond, very different. Richmond is so crazy that back in the days, the gangsters in Richmond, turf shit, right? Bay shit. Yeah, I mean, these motherfuckers were so ruthless, they'd find an abandoned house, call 911. So the cops came over to the abandoned house and robbed the cops for their guns. That's how they got their shit. You don't mess around in Richmond nor Oakland. East Oakland, West Oakland, most definitely. Stay the fuck out the Fruitvale, right? Just stay out. But I'm like, yeah, I'll pull up. She was like, it's just family. It's going to be cool. Y'all's definitely invited. Bring y'all lady. I'm like, hell no, I'm not bringing around my lady around a bunch of black men. She'll be in the back sucking chorra the whole time I'm there. No way. Because I'm telling you guys right now, I'm warning you guys. Earmuff it, ladies. This is for the men only. Don't take your old lady around a bunch of brothers, because they're guaranteed to hit her with some of that R. Kelly honey love. And I'm telling you guys right now, you will be very disappointed. You'll be like Adam. They'll just, you know what I'm saying, watching his old lady bite sheets. It'll be all bad. Saying the brothers don't play, man. Brothers will pull up quick. They'll be like, damn, well, look at that Mexican girl, man. Damn, she got ass. He'd be like, oh, yeah, it's my lady. Psh, what's up? You with anyone? Hey, bro, I said, that's my old lady. Motherfucker, I said, they're just different, right? Make a motherfucker have to kill someone around that camp. You know, Roach would be like, these are my brother-in-laws. Well, their dick's bigger than mine, I'm sure. They're black, right? I said, black? No, brack. You know what I'm saying? They got a brick old dick, right? It's like a brick. Black mixed with brick. Brack. I'm like, oh, shit. So he was like, hey, I'll go. She's like, you can bring your lady. Y'all are definitely invited. I said, no, y'all is just y'all right here. Yo, let's go. Chris Brown, yo. So we end up going up there. We take the nephew. Again, mistake, right? So he's cool, though, with his cousin, which is Roach's son. So we go up there. And as we start bending corners in Richmond, Roach is driving. Fucked up ass Astro van, man. We look ghetto as fuck. I mean, I look clean. I smell good. His old lady was cool, but Roach, tweaker central, right? Hey, I swear to God, brothers were running from every direction in Richmond trying to sell rock. And I was just like, we're just cruising. They see the kids inside, they'd be like, damn, that's an ugly motherfucking baby. What you need? Roach is like, brother, I just do meth. Like, what is that? Is that rock? You do that? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. He's like, give me a 20 for later. Right? So that's how it is. So we pull up to this house. Every shingle in this house was vibrating. They were in that motherfucker bumping. Hey, do me, baby. They were doing the Humpty dance in there, right? And as we're walking up the porch, Roach is like, oh, I'm not going to be able to deal with this shit. You know me, brother. And that was the thing about Roach. He did not really like hip-hop music. I don't know why. Maybe it was a swastika. I don't know what it was. But there was just something about hip-hop music you understand. I don't like that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This shit, right? Like, what are these trying to do? Is this the movie Sinners? Right? He just didn't like it. And he was like, I don't like jazz music. I don't like oldies. Definitely don't like rap. Don't like Marvin Gaye. I mean, I'd fuck the shit out of Tina Marie. Right? I'm like, oh, man. I was like, so basically you don't like anything that's cultural, anything that's black. No. I don't like Mexican music either. I'm like, it's the same shit. So anyways, as we go in there, man, everyone, they're looking at Roach, but they know him. Roach's like, hey, what's up, family? They're like, what's up, fam? They're like, who's S.A.? He said, oh, N.A. You mean N.A.? I mean, he tells me it all the time. Oh, it's just my amigo. He's my amigo. He's a good friend of the family. And his wife, it's not his wife, it's his girl. She's introducing me. Hey, this is my boy, right? And they're all like, cool. You know, brothers are cool. I've always got along. I grew up with the brothers, man. So it's all good. It's good in the hood. Have you ever noticed when you get a Mexican around some brothers, he starts talking like that? I'm just going to be real. I went from, damn, what's up, Ben, to, yo, what's cracking? What it is, yo. What's up? So as I'm in that motherfucker chilling, I distance myself from Roach because there's just something about no teeth and the fragrance of fucking motor oil I don't like. And Roach is like, he walks right in. He's like, hey, is anyone in the garage? They're like, yeah, we got Uncle fucking Earl's back there in the garage. He's like, oh, Uncle Earl's my ride. I got some crack for him. I'm like, oh shit. They're like, why you got to say that? Like all black smoke crack. But Uncle Earl probably want it. He's like, that's what I fucking thought. Hey, I come with gifts. I come bearing gifts. Wood, right? So he walks in. Now, Roach has this little swastika that's tattooed right here. And there's a lot of family and friends there. And the friends are perplexed. They're bamboozled. What is this white man with no teeth and a swastika doing in deep Richmond with a norteño? A fucking kid from Arkansas that looks like fucking, he just jumped off the fucking, what is that shit called? The Lord of the Flies. And then his son, who was born with one blue eye and one brown eye, and the brown eye's lazy. It's just crazy, right? You got the little daughter who looks like one of the fucking Island Boys had her, and it's like the only Island Boys kissed, and boom, voila, his daughter was born. It's crazy. So as we go in there, everyone's being cool though. Bomb food, man. One thing about a barbecue in Richmond, they sure know how to fucking cook, right? Bay Area is different. Yara. And so we're eating and everything, right? Well, there's these dudes, they're sitting there and they're looking at the white dude, the Edgar, the fucking dude from Arkansas, Roach's nephew. And Roach sees it. Roach ain't no punk. Roach might play dumb, but he's not dumb. So Roach called, hey, come here, brother. Let me talk to you. Right? He was like, are you getting to lower these ribs? These motherfuckers are seasoned like black. They're good, brother. They're fucking real good. I said, hell yeah, these are I'm already like a half a rack down. That brother over there, he's mean mugging me because I'm eating too much, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I grew up. He's like, brother, yeah, some of these brothers are not brothering the way we brother. I said, what do you mean? It looks like they want to fucking beat us up. I said, well, not you. I'm cool. Maybe you, not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Shit, in fact, I'm gonna go shake their hands right now and fucking put on some fucking some I'll Be Sure. I can tell you how I feel about. See what I'm saying, man? Everyone loves some I'll Be Sure. If not, you could always get the fucking party high by It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. I'm good, right? So I'm over there like, don't even trip, Roach, you're tripping, right? But he wasn't. What happened was there was a few brothers that were there. They were tripping off the youngster because the dude from Arkansas was like tripping. He wouldn't eat none of the food. You know what I'm saying? This black girl was like, hey, how you doing? They were like, this motherfucker's race. So I get over there next to the brothers and I'm talking to Uncle Earl. Uncle Earl's cool as fuck. Old school crackhead. I'm just drinking wine and smoking crack cocaine. He's old school. So I'm like, what's up, Uncle Earl? He was like, hey, nice to meet you. What the fuck's up with you? I said, oh, shit, man, I'm just chilling. Where you from? I said, man, the Valley, you know what I'm saying, out in Cali. You know how he does it, cuz it. Don't stop. What's up? He's like, oh, you're doing too much. I am. Should I tone it down or should I just do just enough? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You could do pig's feet, but not pickled pig's feet. Okay, all right. I'm gonna start over again. What's up, Uncle Earl? And he was like, everyone called him Uncle Earl, old school. His pad, right? He's like, nah, we just kicking it. And then this fucking black chick walks by, light-skinned, and fuck what Uncle Earl's talking about. Fuck him and his pickled pig's feet. I seen her and I fell in love. You know what I'm saying? In the arms of the angel. Wait, maybe that's not the song. That girl is poison. She walked by. I was like, oh, fuck. Man, hey, look, I don't know about you guys. I'm going to be totally honest with you and real. There ain't nothing, and I mean nothing in this world better than a light-skinned mixed black woman. Ooh, for me, right? I love it when they're mixed with Mexican or Asian, preferably Mexican, but you know, ICE is killing our game off right now. So, but I'm just like, damn, she walked by with, I guess, what are two of the cousins. And I immediately go to Roach's old lady. I'm like, hey, Pamela, that's her name, right? She's like, what's up? I said, man, who's that? She's like, oh, that's my sister. And those two chicks are my sisters, and that's my cousin. I said, hook me up with the cousin. She said, oh, you're going to have to do that yourself. I said, she's single? She said, I don't know, child. I ain't fucking talked to her in a minute. You're going to have to go, hey, my boy right here likes you. I'm like, oh, no. And you know, one thing about sisters, they're loud. You know what I'm saying? So everyone in the hood heard that. The Mexican likes you. I was like, oh, shit. I went up. She was like, oh, you're Mexican. She started talking to me. She was macking, aggressive. Bay Area chicks are different, right? I was like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm popping my collar like a Mac Dre video. What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm like Young Lay, Unsolved Mystery. I'm trying to get mine on, and she's feeling me. Well, the little youngster's looking at one of the sisters of his, I don't know what you would call it, cousin. Look, Roach's old lady's sister. She's vibing with the white dude. So, yeah, he didn't want to eat the food, but he wants to eat that pussy, right? So he's looking, and she's talking to him, and her old man comes. And now these other two dudes who've already been mean mugging, Roach is already on him. I didn't know, right? What he told me was the truth. They were really tripping. So the white dude's talking to her, and her boyfriend comes. He's like, hey, man, who the fuck you think you are, white boy? Roach jumps up. He's like, I'll tell you who the fuck this white man is. Man, that party stopped quick. They were there in the middle of girl, you know it. It wasn't about to be true. You know what I'm saying? Milli Vanilli got cut the fuck off just like they did in the 80s. And I was like, oh. Roach was like, yeah, white man, brother. And they were like, we don't give a fuck about no white man. The other two, they're brave now because their homeboy came. They jump up like, what's up? Man, that youngster was like, look, I don't want no. He dropped one. Problems, right? Look, I'm not going to lie. I was already feeling on some booty over here. So what I chose to do, and you can tell me if it's wrong or right. I don't give a fuck, right? I chose to do this. Come on, girl. Right? Back up a little bit. These two dudes got to fucking slanging him with Roach and his nephew. Roach is like, brother Norteño, where are you? I was that motherfucker. I'll get mine, right? I don't give a fuck. Hey, she had all kinds of rib juice all over because like I said, I slammed a half a slab, right? Hey, Roach's old lady's in there fucking fighting with her sisters, fighting everybody, man. It was chaos and crazy, right? He's like, I don't fucking like Richmond. They're like, fuck you, this Richmond blood. Why don't you like Richmond? He says, cause it's too black. They're fighting. Hey, his nephew got stomped the fuck out. We had to take him to the hospital. So look, Earl stops everything like that. He gets up. Y'all motherfuckers stop fighting in my backyard, blood, right? Well, I call some of my old school homies and they come over here and they fuck it up, right? And Roach is like, is that like code? He tells the ladies, is that like black code for like stop or they're going to kill us, right? And so everyone backs up. They're like, y'all motherfuckers need to leave. And I tell the chick. So we jump in the whip, right? Roach's nephew had to carry that motherfucker out there. Uncle Earl's like, hurry up and get him and drag him out of the same dudes that beat him up, threw him in the truck or the van. We took him to the hospital out there in Oakland. Okay, right? So as we go in there, he's getting looked at. What happened to him? We don't know. He got mugged. They're fucking about roaches leaking. He's like, brother, you think they could tell? You think they could tell? I don't know. You got 3 eyes. Perhaps. Brother, where were you at? I said, bro, I was out there trying to get me some black pussy. Well, I can't fault you for that, brother. I've been there. As you can see by all these fucking kids, I've done that, right? And so we kicked it. Whatever, we took him to the hospital. We ended up leaving back to the valley, man. As we're leaving, there's some brothers in Oakland. They're just mean mugging us. Roach got his shirt all off, all blasted, peckerwood on his stomach, all that. They're looking like, y'all fuck white boys better get up out of here. I turned around and said, I'm a Norteño. They were like, fuck you too. I was like, all right, cool. Of course, Roach's old lady, y'all motherfuckers need to leave me now. I'm going to call my Uncle Earl. I'm like, oh, shit, this is crazy. This is too, how do you say it, Roach? Too black. There it is. I didn't say it. You did. Anyways, with that being said, there's another tale, man. Me and Roach, we had to pull up to Richmond, the shenanigan, and that's just what it is, man. If you guys like these Superwood tales, I got a whole lot more for you. Hit a 1, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in, brothers. And that's 2 things, according to fucking the good old wood. That's white and white, right? And the betterment of all people. The gun. Bang, bang.